We are now going to make this top, and this is the skirt, and this is the twisted edge organza, and this is the top. First, we fold this cuff here in half. If folded in half, then the seam allowance is removed. If using pure cotton fabric, here you need to overlock the edges. Into a double layer like this. For knits, overlocking is not necessary. We can directly unpick the seams now, then seal all the remaining parts. Then align the fronts facing each other again. We unpick the seam here at this point. Then we also unpick the other seam. Then if we use pure cotton fabric, we can simply overlock this entire edge and then flip it over. Here we can tuck this seam to the back, then remove a seam line here, and since it is knitted fabric, I just flatten it directly. This way, there's no need to overlock the edges. Then you can press the seam line or press the via on the surface. Then after sewing both sides, next is to sew this twisted opening. As for the twisted opening, if you directly add pure yarn, that is, if you sew them together like this, so here no gap needs to be left. The folded side here can also be left without a gap, and here the gap can be a bit smaller as well. Then we start from here, then remove the seam here. If it only goes up to here, then we need to fold it in like this here, like this, just like that. Then, regarding which specific one to use, it's up to the sisters themselves. Then any of them will work. And on my side, it's about folding it inward. And here it's like this. Draw a circle around it. Then we trim this part. And then we trim this part here as well. After trimming, it looks like this. Then we just put it in. If you put it in, you can lightly press it with heat. Then we top stitch a straight line on the surface. After sewing, we fold this part like this. Then top stitch. Then do the same on this side. After sewing both sides, then we fold it again. Folding it means sewing this side, then trim this part a bit. And do the same here. After trimming, we just flip it over. And after flipping it over, we take out this skirt panel. Because here I am using a finished product, which comes with lace attached. If we don't have lace, we can wrap a ring of threads on top or fold it like this. Either way works. Then it depends on personal preference. Then I fold it inward here. You can lock the edges. I have 2 folds left. Then fold it once more, like this. You can also directly overlock this edge, fold it in and sew it. Then we make pleats here. Then adjust it to the same length as that jacket. It means pulling this strap at the back. Then we can tidy it up a bit. Then, once we've confirmed the length, we just make it a bit more even. Then like this, place it on top of this shirt, like this, because it is elastic. So try not to stretch it too much. Then secure it with a bamboo needle. Then trim this part. Perform edge stitching on it. Then, after finishing the edge stitching, we turn it to the right side. Then you can top stitch a visible seam here, or you can choose not to top stitch. Then the back part is right here. pull out and clip on a button or a smoothing patch and cover it up like this. This mud fungus, it's done. Yes. For now, we're drawing the back side onto the back side. Then remember, we need to draw the front side smoothly because this is how the front side looks. Of course, if you don't care whether it's the front side or not, if it's just about the shape, then it doesn't matter. But if we want this side to face us, then when we draw on the back side, we have to draw it in reverse. That means the front should have this shape, and then it's done this way. So then I'm making a double layer one. You can also use different colors. Then it's the front side, and here is also the front side. Then we are facing each other, front to front. If the fronts are facing each other, we'll sew it here. Then here we draw a seam line. After we finish sewing here, then we will draw the seam line. Then tighten this part a bit, then flip it over. Then we take out our shoulder strap. Regarding the shoulder strap, I hold the needle here. First secure it. We first fold it. When folding, first fold along the seams. Fold both sides. Then, after folding, we fold it in half again. After folding it in half, here it also needs to be folded inward. Fold it in, then fold it in half like this. Then we draw a line in the middle. Then we do the same with this one. We'll fold it in half in the middle, then we'll fold this side in half. So now after we flip it over, this is the front here, right? And then it goes like this. Then we take out this folded in seam and just take it out. Then align the center to the center. After aligning, we first sew a basting stitch here. Basting is done with regular sewing thread. If we're worried that the stitching will show on the outside later, we can sew slightly along that line. There's no need to pull all the way to that line. Since the line is here, we will retreat to this position. Later on, you won't have to worry because soon that line will be exposed. After finishing that, we can trim this part a little bit, or we can choose not to trim it. I trimmed it a little on my side. Then we fold it out. Then this seam is also folded. Then we fold it in half again. Then it looks like this. Then we can iron it again. Then we unpick the seam from this side. I have already folded this part. That's how it is. Because this is an update, it can be a bit slippery, so we sew it a bit tighter. It will be much better if you use cotton fabric. Then we'll sew a stitch line down here. Then this part is sewn up. Afterwards, you can add some decorations on it yourself. Now I'm preparing to sew on the small beads. Then tie a knot at the back. If you want to avoid the hassle of sewing on this strip, we can also use lace. With lace, you just make a quick stitch here. Then you can simply tie a knot at the back. Then it depends on your own high-end configuration. Let's start by making the first stitch for this heart shape. After making the stitch, bring the needle out here. After pulling the needle out, we'll make another stitch here. Then bring the needle out from here again. After pulling the needle out, we make another stitch. After inserting the needle, we then pull it out from here. Then insert the needle here. Then pull the needle out from this spot. After finishing, we tie a knot in the middle. Then, tying a bow makes it look like this. After finishing that, we do the skirt hem. For the skirt hem, first you serge the edge here. After finishing the edge, fold this part inward. Then here we first fold it in half. After folding, draw a line in the middle. Draw a line, and then along this line, draw another line. Draw a line, Then along this line, mark 7 centimeters here. This is the position at 7 centimeters. Then this point is at 2 centimeters. And then we are at the middle here. Then we do it like this. Then we just place it on top, then press a circle of solder wire. Or we can choose not to use it. That is, we don't use the machine to press it. We use this copper-colored ribbon to thread the needles like this, starting the needle from below. Then after the needle comes out, thread it underneath here, then come out and go down again. As for how to match it, it depends on ourselves. Then this is the little flutter sleeve. We lock the edges on it like this, like this. First, we neatly fold and stitch the bottom part. After we finish folding and stitching, we then take out the ribbon. The position of the ribbon here it is 1.5, then we place the ribbon underneath this. With one hand, we straighten the ribbon. Then one hand positions this in front. It will be easier to sew. Now let's fold and sew this heart. Then the other side is the same. After sewing it up, we make a pleat here. And now we use a bigger one. Then we create that pleat, then pull it to about the right length. Just set it aside for now. Now let's sew this together. This one also has the edges folded in. After folding the edges, we iron them in. If you press it in with an iron, just sew a visible stitch here. Then fold both sides neatly. Then we'll gather pleats here. And what is the length of the gathered part? This is our seam. This is where we will place this later. Then fold it inward again. Then fold along the crease here. After folding, there is also a seam on this side. Then 2 lines were drawn at the front. This line is 5 millimeters. This side is also 5 millimeters. Then when we create the pleats, the length is exactly this. Then after we pick this length, we align it directly face to face. So why do we say face to face? Actually, both are front facing. There's just one difference. If the seam on this side of your shoulder strap is broken, if you put it on the inside, then this part will rest against your neck. Personally, I prefer it to rest on the outside. You need to separate it a bit, but leave this gap a little longer. Then it's in the front, just like this. So this side is the front. Then if we flip it over, we just take it. Placing the front side face to face, clamp it in position. And then it's like this. So don't get it wrong. Now is to take out this seam, then align it here, align it here, then fold a line to fix it. Then after we have secured it, it is flipped over. After flipping it over, here you can trim it. You can either trim it or leave it untrimmed. Just like this, fold in half. Then we fold it in like this. This seam allowance needs to be trimmed off. After folding it in, we are here. We press a top stitch like this. Then we sew the other one in the same way. And now after both are sewn, we just take this out. We are now sewing the back piece. As for the back piece, we just do it like this. Just align it to this spot, then fix it here. Then the other one is the same. Fix it here. Then if you flip it over, it looks like this. And now it is like this. First, cut it and secure it in place. Now that it is fixed securely, we take out the front side, align the front sides together, then trim the seam allowance. If you want to remove the seam, this shoulder strap of ours, turn it inward. Be careful when sewing, don't sew it shut. Then you can also use a bamboo pin to secure it. Just align 3 pairs directly on the front. You can just remove the stitches. And as for this shoulder strap, on my side, I'm installing mushroom snaps. Don't install mushroom buttons. It will be a bit smoother. You can also just let it hang directly. It depends on each person's style. Then trim it here later. Flip it over. Then it's the same on this side. Once we have this done, didn't we draw the lines before? This one is the side line. Then you can choose whether to draw or not. If you don't draw, then you fold everything up like this. If I draw here, then I compare it like this. I drew a notch line in the middle here. Then we remove the seam allowance. This is also seam allowance. Then we compare it. Compare it to this length. It's this position. Then gradually, then take this side at the front. From the side, then go around to the front. It is this long. If this long, then this side is all fine. The vertical direction is fine too. Then we just tighten this knot. After stitching up, we do it like this. To stitch it up, after stitching it up, we can open it because both sides have finished edges. Then after opening it, we take this piece, also align it front to front. Then we sew the sides together. Then secure the edges with a lock stitch. Now that we've sewn it together, didn't we mark a point in the middle? We place the fronts facing each other. The front of the skirt, and this is the reverse side. Then we just flipped over. Align the front pieces together, then fix it in the middle, then secure it all around like this. Fix it securely like this. Then after we fix it securely, we will fold the seam here. Then regarding this pin, push it in a bit, otherwise it might affect it a bit. Then when folding the seam, we sew along the edge while tidying up the pleat. Then, after we finish sewing, trim the frayed edges. Then overlock it. When you turn it out, this aligns with the top part. At the top, we're here. Fold a red line on it. We can also make it double-sided. If we make it double-sided, at this position we can put it to the side or add some decorations here. Then you can also do that. Then over here, you can add buttons. The front part of this is meant to add that plush material like this. Then you can secure it with a hand needle. You can also use embroidery thread. Just take it whichever way looks best later, girls. You can also add a bow at the front. Or you can also add these decorations. And now just give it. Fold a visible crease. And just like that, it's done. All right, thank you all. See you next time. Bye-bye.